and welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Marin and here you will find a little beauty, a little books, and a little teaching content. So if that sounds like something you might enjoy, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around and join me in my little corner of YouTube. Today's video is going to be my next Pan That Palette update for 2024. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, I did not film any kind of Pan That Palette update in May, so I apologize. I will link you to the most recent one that I did up in the cards, but basically I didn't do any filming in the last half of the month of May because things were so busy and chaotic at school. So I didn't do an update. I also usually connect my Pan That Palette updates with my monthly makeup basket or shop my stash videos. However, for June, I am not doing a makeup basket or shop my stash. The reason for that is because if you are watching this video on the day it goes up, I will be 1 week removed from my ankle surgery, which is going to have me laid up for 6 to 8 weeks, unable to put weight on the foot that they operated on. So I don't see myself wearing a lot of makeup. And whatever I do wear is probably going to be very basic and enough to make me feel a little bit more put together when I leave the house for appointments and things like that. So I didn't really feel like there was a point in filming a makeup basket when I'm not most likely going to be wearing makeup. But I did want to do an update on my Buried Treasures palette from Tarte because I didn't do one last month. So basically, I am just going to take you through what the palette is looking like, let you know how many times I used each shade in both April and May, and then we'll close out this video. So let's go ahead and just dive on in. This is going to be pretty quick. So let's go ahead and take a look at the palette. So I'm going to go ahead and put a picture from last month, actually 2 months ago, since we're working on 2 months of updates. This is what the palette was looking like at the beginning of April. And then here is what it was looking like at the beginning of May. And here is what we are looking like right now on June 9th, which is when I'm filming this video. So let's go ahead and just run through the shades. So this shade was Skipper. I did complete this on April 12th. It took a total of 23 uses, but it is now complete. I cannot remember if it was empty when I filmed this, the last update. So if I repeated that, apologies. The next shade right here is Snorkel. I used this 2 times in April and 3 times in May. This shade was Booty, which I used 15 times in April and 12 times in May. It took a total of 61 uses, but as of May 24th, this was empty, which is exciting. I know this one is new since the last update that I did. So 3 empties. This little shade right here is Coconut. I used it 5 times in April and 2 times in May. This shade was Plank. I completed it back in March. Coming down here, we have Dive. I used this 4 times each in both April and May. This shade is Fin. I used it 4 times in April and 3 times in May. This shade is Palm. I used it 4 times in April and 7 times in May. I've been using this one quite a bit as just an all-over look, very simple eye makeup. I could see that continuing, so hopefully the pan on this one will expand whenever my next update goes up. And then down here I have Naughty. I only used this 2 times, both in April and May. And this last little shade is Coin. I used it 5 times in April and 3 times in May. And as you can see, it has pan, which it did not in my last update. So that is really exciting. That means I only have 2 shades now that do not have pan in them. I'm thinking this one is close, but this one, I don't know, y'all. I don't know if this one's gonna get done, to be honest. I don't love this shade and I don't use it very often, so we'll have to see how it goes. All right, and that's it, y'all. That is my update for my Tarte Buried Treasures palette and my Pan That Palette project for 2024. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you would like to see more from me, and I will see you in my next video, whenever that is. Bye, everyone.